First World War drowned his memories in liquors and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane. To the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. I figured it was H.P. Lovecraft. Adequate flow. Oof. Oh, I'm tall. How do you interact? Oh my god.
In my wake,
Ah!
fate inescapably draws you on.
I was reading.
What a putrid offering.
Brother. Daddy Cthulhu, is that dinner? Oh.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Oh, I don't want to run.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Slenderman?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh! Oh.
I hate whiskey.
Same, mate.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Okay. Okay. We're talking about his voice real quick.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Oh, fuck. Necro's gonna get a kick out of that.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Hey, trademark. Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares before a while. Now their effect has been wearing off. Some weak-ass turning.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
It's okay, I was too. The linguistics, hold on.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Whiskey. Premium quality. Oh, I was enjoying that. Hello.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Hi. What? Pierce Message Investigation Agency. The doctor can repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Night stilts. Sleep well. Despite the achievement, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Pierce. Oh! Oh! Okay. We're not gonna talk about it. Lost Battalion. That's cool. Who's calling me? What is this? Don't drink. No.
I'm listening.
Are you
He is
Edward
hot.
Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
No.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What? 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 When? What? Huh? Oh, no. This. The occult sciences? Ooh. We're gonna go this and that. Oh. At 4. Fine. Cool. Validate. Do you really? Yeah.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
No.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Oh, okay. But...
I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes. please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Damn it. Mental trauma? Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne Offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supply, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. It's crazy. Oh, knowledge. Oh.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
The boy's nose. I'm sorry, but no. That's unproportionally incorrect. Unless he was born that way, but, you know. A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. What kind of address is that? The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon. Okay.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Shouldn't take this painting lightly. Duh. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Something's not right with the story. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Yeah.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
No, you can.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had
He looks
visions.
like a grumpy
Everyone knew
toddler.
that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce.
You must uncover it.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Sir! Not in my ear!
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
They're like inner thoughts. Oh my god. They're so gruff.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? Whew. No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small island off the coast of Massachusetts. Because I can read. Atlas of the Atlantic Islands.
All I have to do is go to the port. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
No, if we get back here, I'm doing that again. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island, Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Enter the men. Hello. It's important. Daddy Pierce. Amogus.
We're almost there.
Okay, Popeye. Oh, don't apologize. I'll fight you. I will fight you, Steak. Not really, Torch. Please don't cancel me. Skilla. Am I wrong? It's what you look like. Thank you.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Landlubber.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
I don't want to look around the docks, though. Let's talk to this man. Talk to Bradley? Are you Bradley? You're not Bradley, you're like a child.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know.
Fail a skill test? What test did I fail?
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What?
It's a sign. There's something coming.
I just got an
Something
achievement
real
failing a
bad.
skill test. The Stranded Well. Oh. Prohibition.
Prohibition is just
Prohibition!
a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Prohibition.
Hey, be careful.
That was beautiful. Oh, we got a kitty.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Mmm.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Why do they look like triplets?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
Where's the proof?
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay, but the way this man's head snaps between me and this dude terrifies me.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you
Goodbye.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Stranger. I don't like the way they're looking at me. It's okay.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Chanty, 21st of May, 1847, miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of this size that went beyond that of the formidable toothless whales that... I know this word. I can't pronounce it. Citizen. Sure. That is already being called the miraculous catch. Covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this well will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouses for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing workshops or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special event at the Stranded Well to celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the Stranded Well invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste a miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Ooh. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. I don't think that's how smoke works on a candle. Or how a candle works. But okay. Not really how a lantern works, but we can go with it too. Ooh, more goodies.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
They are twins. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Gunpowder?
What a macabre souvenir.
The gunpowder candle. Now I need to know. Hold on. Gunpowder candle. What year are we in? Mate, do you have a calendar? $1924. Oh, okay. Don't tell me that. I'll believe it. Hi, Popeye. Let's get this over with.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
I don't wanna. You're gonna, like, walk away the second I turn around?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Good one. It did leave! Aww. Where are you on me now? Oh god, I didn't even see him.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Oh, upper.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Does it involve a lever? Maybe. I'm not smart. I can't see. Hold on. I legit can't see. Okay, how do we get up? Ladder. I'm smart.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the handle. I did it. I'm so confused. Oh,
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
There's more? Oh, God. Oh my god.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
What? When did I get a lighter? What? Huh? Where did the lighter come from? That would have helped so long ago.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Then turn it. Yeah, turn. Shake that. Every team shuffle. Do 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 do. Hmm.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
It sounds toxic. We're swimming in the depths, in the depths, in the depths. What? Oh! Woo! Oh my god. Daddy Pierce is scared. No, get me out of this water. You. That's some glitchy water.
This is primitive. Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
I don't want to jump. Whoa, what?
What happened here? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Flashbang. Hmm. Hammer. Stop. It's hammer time.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Ooh, it's the pretty from earlier.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I
She's
get
the
it.
cat.
Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
We found our cat.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
No. Oh, yeah.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. You just made it to chapter 3. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins Mansion. Laser phaser gun, I love that. I'm glad you're content. How long did it take you to get that?
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Aww.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old?
Dang, that's an old
Come on,
house.
let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Yes, I do. days? That's
Your partner, Andrews,
Very
warned me
proud.
against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum?
I
I'll end up
I
asking
clap.
you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I
cabinet?
can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
God, you're pushy.
I prefer to be
what,
prepared
just stay up all night
if there's
doing
going to be
it?
trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a
Or
problem?
is there?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go.
That's
Right?
fair. So is mine. Can't blame ya.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes.
You're
If something
fucking
escaped
angry
us, or
goblin,
if there's been a law
Bradley.
enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake.
Get some sleep,
Anything else?
Nikki.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
If only.
Why not?
So...
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
His walk. You're so slow, Bradley. No thanks.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. Poor kid.
Why were we going this way? That was a dead end. Why were you taking me to a dead end? Oh. I laid me down and slept. I awake before the Lord sustained me. Good for you. Bradley, you suck. Whoa.
I'll have to find another entrance.
No. I don't think I will.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then.
Old man.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Look like
What now?
nothing from you. Damn. I'm sorry.
Pierce, shall we enter?
No.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
You walk to me.
I'm with you.
Rude old men. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place.
No, you don't.
Who left this light on?
Me. It was secretly me.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
Is it well?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Okay. What happened then?
The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Looks like an argument. You know, I would want to sit next to Dad too if he was going to help me about breaking a plate.
Pierce, daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Why would you take me in here, dummy?
Let's see if I can
Silas
find
managed to
something
bring
the
the fire
cops
under
missed.
control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Oh, my bad.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
My dad was a drinker. Gotcha.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? They had a fight. Why?
Oh.
Did someone escape the fire?
Okay. So they got into an argument which caused a smashed lamp, and the son was in here somewhere. Probably on this chair reading. You know, because it's a fire. It explosion. I don't know. I'm a detective.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Where were you the whole time?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Ooh, couple out of fire, crime of passion.
I think the
Couple
Hawkins
fight.
couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
You know, I still have not seen or read Moby Dick. I have gone my entire life without having to read it.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Locked. boys' room.
I can be able to see? Yes. Sorta. Ooh.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Oh,
What
Jesus.
nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Probably. Jesus. Well, his mother likes to paint?
This door is locked.
Good. I don't want to be up here. Oh, another door.
What will her room reveal about her?
Ooh.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. When did we have a lockpick?
This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Crowbar it, bitch. There's something nearby. Yeah. I found the key.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Unless that's not the key for that door. Hold on. This one. Ha-ha! Oh! Whoa! We're not stepping in that today. Thank you.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Oh, that's so many.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Charles Hawkins scribbled a kind word to his wife. Fate brought us together, and forever it will blind us. Sweet Nothings. I love the title of that. It was beautiful. Oh, it says.
The door is blocked on the other side.
No, rude. Step. We have to.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Good question, mate.
Bradley? Is that you?
The doors are open now. I wasn't open before.
Is anyone there?
Whoa. Hello. Whoa!
You! Stop!
Where'd they go?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone.
What?
I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
Bradley, you're
A
stupid.
man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? Seems like this came from a log.
Oh, dear. It's a long log. Okay. Monday, 24th May, 1847. 42 North, 70 West, Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th May, 1847. 47 North, 55 West. Sure. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Tuesday, 1st, June 1847. 49 North, 61 West. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, 4th, June 1847, 57 North, 51 West. We have sighted a huge well in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. I don't think that's a well if it's singing, but okay. Wednesday, 23rd, June 1847, 33rd North, 33 North, 53 West. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque well I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, 29th June 1847. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. D. Hawkins. Damn! Well, it can't be a siren if they caught a well.
They look like Celtic runes.
Aww.
Charles
really
must have
think
brought
that
them
your
back
fugitive
from one
came
of
in
his
here?
foreign trips.
I don't see any way out.
It looks like an old Seaway map.
The Scylla. The Prodigal. Oh, Prodigal. Okay. The Orpheus and the Saint Claudie.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Ba-da-ba. I have oil. Okay, good to know.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
In this photograph, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitch are posing with a third man. They seem close.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photo. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Yup. Uh-huh. Sure.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
What? No.
With
Use the
this,
crowbar.
I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
What moved? Oh. You are an ominously hot man.